Hey everybody, welcome back to Bearded Cubing 101. My name is Joe, I'm your host of Bearded Cuber. In today's video I'm going to show you how to solve the Dayan Master Skewb. It's just this one right here, and it looks just like the Land Master Skewb that we just did a video on not that long ago. On the outside it looks the exact same. The differences are in the functionality, the inside of the cube. So of course you're going to need to know how to do a dino cube. Any dino cube will do. And of course you're going to need to know how to do a skewb cube, and pretty much any skewb cube will do as well. So having said that, let's go ahead and get into the fundamental section, and then we'll take it from there. Alright, cool. What's that? Good boy. Good boy. Ooh, did you see a birdie? Yeah, you sure did. Okay, guys. Alright everybody, so this is the fundamental section of the Dayan Master Skewb, and on my left I have the Land Master Skewb, and they're very similar, and I highly recommend that you learn how to solve this one before you tackle this one. Some primary differences between the two cubes is that this one's only capable of doing deep cuts, where this would be a shallow cut, which this is not capable of. And this would be indicative of a deep cut. Okay, so if I were to rotate the cube, this would be a shallow cut. Again, it can't do it, but it can do a deep cut. Okay, so let's rotate this back. And the last thing that we need to know about this is that it does not have rotatable tips. So none of these tips rotate. So let's go ahead and put this one aside, and let's have a look at this one. And the reason why I have this partially scrambled is for learning purposes. So when I was talking about those just rotatable tips, I just meant, you know, this one, this one, this one, and this one. All right, so 4 out of the 8 tips are rotatable on this cube. This one, this one, this one, and this one are not rotatable. And the reason why I have the cube set up like this is because this is going to be the second part of solving the cube. The first part here is just going to be putting these tips color coordinated. And basically what you're looking for is this pattern where you have all these colors together, all these colors together, these colors are together, the whites are all together, the greens are together, and the oranges are together, right? So that's what you're looking for, and it's a lot more difficult to get that than you might think, right? It's it's difficult to do it. It's probably the hardest part. In fact, I know it's the hardest part of solving this cube. So the way that we're going to do this, I'm going to show you how to scramble this. Now, when you scramble this cube, it's just a matter of up, up, down, down, or any variation of that. So let's do a dino move, right? Just any dino move, just turn that, turn this one, and then just do any variation of up, up, down, down. So up, up, down, down, right? Great. Turn this, do any variation up, up, turn, turn, down, down, up, down, or up. It doesn't matter, just any variation, right? And just basically be able to get a good solid scramble. So when you're done doing your up, up, down, downs on that side, turn it, and choose another side, and do the same thing there. Okay, turn, turn, down, turn, up, up, turn this one. Okay, I think you pretty much got the idea here, right? And let's make sure we turn these tips, because I want to give you the full effect of how this cube is actually solved. All right, so I think that's pretty good, right? We don't have to get too crazy. So the first step, like I said, is to locate the turnable tips. So let's go ahead and get those color coordinated here, here, then equal and opposite side, right? So if these two are the turnable tips, equal and opposite are down here, right? So you flip the cube over and you just turn this one, and you turn this one. Okay, so super easy, super simple. Let's go move on to step number 2, where we're just going to get these turnable tips together. So this one and this one, if you want to get them together, you want to match them up. You got those together just like that. So this here is a turnable tip. So go ahead and rotate that so that orange matches orange and blue matches blue. And if you're lost, go ahead and turn these, because I know there's a lot of colors going on. It's easier to see if you do it like this, where you have the white to white. These two are correct. These two are correct. that needs to be rotated. All right, so let's go ahead and, so see what I'm saying? It was so easy to locate it when you skew the dynos. Okay, so these are correct. These are correct. These are correct. Correct. Okay, great. So everything's all correct and color coordinated. So now the next thing you want to do is you want to see if you can get this white up here, right? So let's just try to get it closer. Now I can't do a deep cut on this cube on every side, so this side won't allow me to do a deep cut. All right, I can't do it. It'll cut right here, but it won't cut there. So if I need to get this closer, which I want to get it closer, I'll just rotate the cube until I can do a deep cut on this side. So up, up, down, down. Right, and I just did that just for demonstration purposes, just so I can show you how to get that white from down here to up here. Then you just, turn this one, move this out of the way, return this, specifically this, and return this. So you have your whites together. You don't have to do whites, right? You don't have to. You start with any color you want. It doesn't matter, right? And to be honest with you, this is going to be by far the most difficult part of solving this cube. And you might be all over the place until you run into a situation that you need. Now let's see if we can get these greens together, right? So we can put that green there. Let's turn that up and bring that down and bring this down. And just like that, we have these three colors together, right? So if you just look at it like this, these colors here are all together. Now, but we're missing other colors though. We need okay, so this is not going to work out. So the way that we're going to fix this is, even though I said that we want, these are rotatable tips now, okay, and we want color to color, okay, which we do, okay, but if you run into a situation like this where this color needs to be here, this color needs to be here, this color needs to be here, just rotate this, okay, that's just all you gotta do is just rotate it. Now if you look at everything, I'm going to give you the top view. Let me skew these a little bit. Let me just turn these so you can see this a little bit better. Okay, so the whites are complete, the reds are complete, the greens are complete, right? And if I were to look at this on the top view, okay, and I'm just looking at this corner right here, right? These yellows need to be over here. These green oranges need to be over here, and these blue need to be over here. So it needs to be, I need to figure out a way to turn this counterclockwise once, just counterclockwise. So what I'm going to do is understand that I need to go counterclockwise with this. Okay, so I'm just going to hold on to this corner. I'm physically holding on to this corner, right? And I'm going to fix the rest of these dynos. I'm just going to put all these dynos back, right? I've not let go of this corner yet, right? So this is the corner that needs to be rotated. And remember, we said it needs to be rotated counterclockwise, right? We want these blues over here. We want these yellows over here. We want these oranges over here. So I'm going to hold it just like this, where the affected corner is on my bottom right. Okay, it's down here, bottom right. Whatever color is up here, it just happens to be green. Okay, I mean, it could be any other color, just because it's green, it's just green in this situation. I know that I need to put this cube into a solvable state. So I said that this needs to be counterclockwise. So if this needs to go counterclockwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these greens and I'm going to reshuffle this cube a bit, okay? But the way I'm going to specifically shuffle this cube is that I know that this needs to be counterclockwise, so I'm going to turn this away from me, okay? So I'm going to take these two greens and I'm going to put them away from me, back here, okay? Then I'm going to take these greens and I'm going to bring them towards me. I'm going to bring them over here, okay? Then I'm going to return these greens, okay? And I'm going to return these greens, okay? So basically it was away from me, towards, return, and then return, okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm only focusing on the greens now. Okay, I'm not focusing on anything else. I don't care about anything else. Doesn't matter to me. I'm going to find that green that I turned away. Okay, it's right here. I'm going to keep that to my right, and I'm going to bring that towards me. Okay, and I'm concentrating on putting this green back right there. Right, so I brought that towards me. Bring this down to the right. Okay, return this, and then return this. Okay, the cube is now in a solvable state, right? So let's go ahead and locate these, the rest of these here. So let's put this back. We're trying to locate the corners here. So all right, so this corner right here. Okay, because you want, you know, the rotatable corners, right? Okay, so so this is correct, this is correct, this is correct, but these need to be rotated. Okay, so now this is in a an area where I can do a deep cut. Okay, I can do a deep cut here, so now I can rotate these. So up, up, down, down. Okay, so now the cube is, if I turn these corners, okay, and I, you know, just readjust these, you'll see that these are all correct here, here, and here. And then if I turn it this way, correct here, here, and here. Okay, so that's how you fix it if it's a counterclockwise rotation, right? So let me show you, and hopefully I can just do this real quick. If it was a clockwise rotation that we needed to do. So let me see if I can do this real quick. Let me see if I can figure this one out. Up, down, down. I'm going to bring this here, 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 and here. And okay, so rotatable corners, that's good, and that's good. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let me see if I can put. No, we can't do that. Okay, and I know, just bear with me for a moment. Okay, so that's correct, and that's correct. And if I were to turn this and look at this corner right here, let's just move all these out of the way. Okay, this would have to go clockwise to be correct. Okay, so because these green would have to go here, these reds would have to go here, and these yellows would have to go here, and that would have to go clockwise to be correct. So what I'm going to do is hold on to this. This is the affected corner. I'm going to fix all these dinos. I'm not letting go of that corner, all right? So now that corner is to my bottom right. Okay, we'll just fix all these tips. The corner that we need to fix is the bottom right. This one right here. It needs to go clockwise. This needs to go here, this needs to go here, and this needs to go here. So if it needs to go clockwise, I'm going to look at whatever color's on top. This time it just happens to be orange. I'm going to start this off with taking these colors, these oranges, and bringing them towards me. Okay. So towards me, I'm going to take these two away from me. I'm going to return these three, and I'm going to return these. Okay. Now I'm only concentrating on the orange, right? And I want to replace this orange right there. So I'm going to take this orange, I'm going to bring it towards me. I'm going to take this position piece and I'm going to put it in this position. This piece goes into this position and return this. Okay. And rotatable corners. Look for your rotatable corners. These are correct. The other two rotatable corners are here and here. So that's correct. And hopefully this cube should be in a solvable state, I hope. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. And just like that, here we go. Red, white, blue, correct. And on the other side, orange, yellow, and green. Those are correct. Okay, so there we go. And sometimes it just works out where you don't have to go into doing either one of those steps. All right, so I know that was a lot to digest, but the rest of this should go really smooth, I think. And but basically, I think that's what sets me apart from other cubers is that not only do I explain the situation that you're in, what you can come up against, but specifically how to deal with those situations and not just skip over them or not even address them at all, but I try to confront those head on. So, I'm doing what I can to, separate myself from other cubers in that respect. So, hopefully I can continue doing that for you in the future.